Welcome to History Bedtime Stories. It's night 51. We're in bed in our pajamas, and tonight let's talk about William Livingstone. Now, Livingstone was born in Canada on January 21st, 1844. His parents were Scottish immigrants who later moved the family to Detroit while he was still an infant. He graduates from the City School of Detroit in 1862 and starts an apprenticeship in the train yards, but pretty quickly realizes he is going to lead a multi-discipline, many adventures, lots of careers sort of life. At the age of 22, he opens a shipping company with his father in 1865, using the Great Lakes and freighters to move products and raw materials in and out of Detroit. In 1880, he founds the Michigan Navigation Company and then goes on to serve as the company's general manager. While he's general manager, the company builds the two biggest ships on all of the Great Lakes. One is named the Palmer, and at 297 feet long, the Livingstone becomes the longest ship traveling the Great Lakes in its day. He sees an opportunity in 1885 and purchases the Detroit Evening Journal newspaper, giving him a little bit more of a position of influence and power. And in 1900, he is offered the presidency of the Dime Bank, which he happily accepts. As president of the Dime Bank, he is studious and a hard worker. It goes along with a reputation. I mean, this entire life of this guy is one where people speak well of him, where he is generally kind, fair to deal with, a good person, and a heck of a Detroiter. He actually holds the presidency of the Dime Bank from 1900 when it's offered all the way to his death in 1925. He's 84 years old when he dies at his desk in the bank. He worked until his dying breath. But with all of his accomplishments, and there are a heck of a lot, Livingstone is most heavily remembered and most heavily honored for being the president of the Lake Carriers Association. He serves as the president from 1902 to his death in 1925, and he was instrumental in a few things that changed the Great Lakes shipping industry forever. He is kind of the head honcho who persuades the federal government to construct the 1,350-foot-long Davis and Sabian locks at Sault Ste. Marie. He leads the dredging project in the St. Mary's River across Lake St. Clair to both deepen and widen the shipping routes, and he is the principal architect of a downbound waterway in the lower Detroit River for vessels that are trying to go downriver. That waterway, the downbound channel, is named in his honor, the Livingstone Channel, and it remains named that to this day. But when the channel opens on October 19th, 1912, his freighter, the William Livingston freighter, with the man, William Livingston, was the first ship down the William Livingston Channel. So you've got the man, the freighter, and the channel, all the same name, all together on October 19th, 1912, leading this armada of ships to open this new channel. He is so widely beloved and such a genuinely kind man that when he dies, tributes start almost immediately. He really is most represented not only in having his name on the channel and a few other waterways in the Great Lakes, but out on Belle Isle, where his Livingstone Memorial Lighthouse still keeps vessels traveling the Detroit River safe to this day. It is sitting on land that was donated by the city of Detroit, and the funds to build it, $100,000 at the time, was raised by private citizens of Detroit and the Lake Carriers Association. They hire renowned architect Albert Kahn, who completes the lighthouse 5 years after Livingstone's death, opening on April 8th, 1930. The lighthouse was described in newspapers of the day by the Lighthouse Service Administration as being, "The lighthouse is in the form of a fluted shaft of white marble, 47 feet high, rising from an octagonal platform of the same material. Flanked by wide steps on all sides, the shaft is about 11 feet in diameter at the base, tapering to about 8 feet at the top, where it is surmounted by a bronze lantern of irregular octagonal shape. There is a heavy bronze door at the base, and handsome bronze inscriptions have been placed to indicate the purpose of the memorial. A circular interior staircase, of the usual lighthouse construction, provides access to the lantern. Inside the lantern is a fourth-order lens fitted with an electric light, driving a candle power of approximately 11,500. In order to protect light into the shadows cast by heavy astragalus of the lantern, 4 auxiliary reflector lights, each of 150 watts, are provided. All lights are oscillating, showing a light of 4 seconds duration every 5 seconds. Suitable standby equipment is provided in the form of a battery-operated, low-voltage lamp mounted in an auxiliary 6-order lens placed immediately beneath the main light. Surely a wonder of design and engineering. The lighthouse was in fact Georgia marble. It's the only marble lighthouse in America and the only marble lighthouse standing in the world today. In fact, the Georgia Marble Company that provided the marble was so big on this. This was their vanguard impressive project that they used it in their company advertising for years to come. In this photo, which is from the dedication of the lighthouse, October 17th, 1930, you can just barely see Deputy Commissioner of Lighthouses, H.S. King, giving a presentation. It was there that he said, "The lighthouse has always seemed to me to be symbolic of 2 primary ideals, reliability and service. And that's the permanent memorial has appropriately taken this shape, well signifies the extent to which the life of Mr. Livingstone fulfilled these ideals." I hope you're enjoying History Bedtime Stories. Give us a like and a share, and we'll enter you into a contest to win tons of lighthouse stickers. We'll see you tomorrow night. Wash your hands.